For data recovery, press 4.
The weather looks nice today overall, although something bad happened. Last night when I started unloading all the footage and stuff, which I usually do once I get home, I put the external hard drive in, and as it was getting all the files, all of a sudden it said it couldn't write. Failure. Hey, what's going on? So I canceled it, unplugged it, and plugged it back in, figuring that would solve the issue. But then all of a sudden the drive wouldn't be recognized. So hey, what's going on? As well, you could hear the hard drive, it started clicking. That's always a, uh-oh, something's wrong, maybe physically and all that. Maybe there's just too much wear and tear on it. Although I haven't actually used it for too long, because this is actually that really huge one that I got a while ago. It was, what, 16 terabytes? So with that clicking noise, again, I unplugged it. Afterwards, I plugged it back in. The hard drive was recognized. Okay, maybe it was just one minor setback. But then it says in the files, nothing was allocated. Like, what? It's basically reading this as a brand new drive, as if it was formatted. So unfortunately, something went wrong. All the data is hidden there. So if I did actually just lose all my files, that's a ton of my work in terms of my captures. Basically, almost everything this year, plus some of last year. One fortunate thing is it doesn't include anything, for example, like the drones videos or anything like that, because those I keep in another hard drive just for organization's sake. But still, that's a lot of stuff. That's the only negative to having a really big hard drive. If something goes wrong, you could lose literally all those files or work that you have because of that one hard drive versus spreading them across, I guess, smaller ones. Although it would cost more money as well, which is always an issue. So the first setback of the new year's a devastating loss too. Can you imagine losing all your work like that? Although with this hard drive, and from what I see, since it still loads up and all that, it's probably still in there, and you could actually try some data recovery techniques. There's even, for example, software and stuff that you could use. But for this hard drive, actually I was checking for the warranty because it hasn't been, I guess, too long overall. And fortunately, the warranty is still valid, and I actually got the data recovery stuff, and it expires at about February the 11th of this year. So I still have, like, what, a couple of weeks. So whoa, maybe I'll try this instead of actually trying it myself. So I spent a ton of time today basically just going through the whole procedure, phoning the customer support. I actually tried yesterday, but then it was closed during various hours. So this morning I basically phoned again and went through the process. Now they were telling me apparently I have to send this back to Oklahoma, they said, because that's where the data recovery center is. And at the same time, their other center is in, what, Ontario? And they informed me they will ship me an actual hard drive, I guess kind of like the same one that I have, as a replacement. And for the other one being sent to Oklahoma, that's the one they'll try to recover the data from. Although they say there's no, quote, guarantee or anything like that, but I guess I will try the process because technically there is, like, what, a service warranty and stuff like that. I've never had to try anything like this before, so we'll see how it works out. Again, from what I see, the situation shouldn't be as bad as some people, for example, they have, I don't know, like a smashed up hard drive or something like that. Everything's completely corrupt, it won't even pop up. Because again, this one just says not allocated, so something got messed up for whatever reason. So let's see how that goes. And I think just to be safe too, I'll take pictures and videos of the whole hard drive exterior just to make sure, hey, there's nothing, what, physically wrong with this from what I've seen anyways from the outside. It just started making ticking sounds, so it could be it just clonked out for whatever reason. I know they often say too, they make warranties based on what they assume where the product should naturally start degrading. And you can see how close his warranty was, I guess, to that time frame. So maybe that's not a coincidence. At the same time, that's usually why I try to get like these enterprise types of hard drives in these cases, because they usually do offer more warranty. At the same time, they are supposed to be more reliable usually. But yeah, let's see what happens, huh? If it was up to me and money and stuff was absolutely no issues, I'd be backing up this stuff like, what, 3 times over or something like that. I know some people, they also upload everything into the cloud as well, like terabytes worth of files, but that's way too much time and resources. That's more if you're an actual, I guess, company or something like that. Obviously, where if you're making a ton of money doing the stuff with the files and all that, then it kind of justifies doing stuff like this. But now if you're just doing it for fun and all that. With that thought, what did I quickly read today? I guess this was kind of interesting. At first, this one was an Apple drone I saw, which I thought, Apple drone? They don't mean Apple in terms of the company Apple, like iPhones. Apparently, it's literally a drone that goes picking apples out, kind of like a farmer. So these guys here, they say what? The best fruit pickers in the world by far. I almost wonder if this is even real, but it says it's by like what, a company called Tevo. It says there are never enough hands available to pick fruit at the right time and right costs. Fruit is left to rot in the orchard or sold at a fraction of its peak value. While farmers lose billions of dollars each year, we're here to lend a hand. And you can see they have their drone and their application where it'll do everything, I guess, autonomously. It says fruit harvesting on demand. Works tirelessly day and night. Follows instructions accurately, efficiently, and consistently. Available any day at any time and any location for as long as needed. Requires no food, housing, visa, or health insurance. Kind of makes me wonder if people would be for this then, because I know for a lot of automated stuff nowadays, a lot of people are very apprehensive against it because it'll take away jobs and stuff like that. And apparently there's different kinds of fruits that you could adjust this with, and there's an actual chart which kind of demonstrates as it's picking, you can kind of see what the results are, so you can estimate, I guess, what their profit margins are. But again, I wouldn't be surprised if this is more the way of the future in general. People would be doing stuff like this. It makes me wonder, if someone's a farmer, would you actually use this versus going and picking stuff out yourself, or would you rather do it the old-fashioned way? Alright, see you guys later.